Hello, folks, and welcome back to twitch.tv/gameswithnick. Today I decided to, since we only have about an hour and a half, I was like, you know what, I wanna stream some Contradiction. This is an FMV game. We stream one of these kind of games at the very beginning of the channel. That was The Dark Side of the Moon. This is a fantastic game with incredible overacting from everyone involved. So I'm very excited to explore this with you. Let's just quickly look at a couple of things. Okay. And let me hit reset game. Alright. Let's watch the prologue.
My name is Jenks, Detective Inspector Frederick Jenks, and I've been assigned to a last-minute investigation into the death of Kate Vine, a PhD student found drowned at midnight last Friday in a lake in the woods on the outskirts of the tiny village of Edenton. I have until first thing tomorrow morning to decide whether her death was a simple accident or whether this was murder.
Murder!
Vine appeared to the world to be a bright, confident, fun-loving PhD student with everything to live for. However, a history of depression and alcoholism revealed in her medical records suggests that in reality, she had become adept at hiding behind a mask. A lab report indicating a high level of alcohol in her blood, along with the late hour of her death and a lack of witnesses, makes a strong case that this was suicide. But the verdict overlooked some curious details. Why was her driving license found on the opposite side of the lake in which she drowned? Also, there were traces of morphine in Kate's system. Where did she get it? Kate was known to be a free spirit with a nihilistic love of danger, which may, in part, have something to do with a business course called Atlas, which Kate had joined and which she had been attending on the night of her death. Based in a large, stately home on the outskirts of the village, the exclusive Atlas is run by father and son team, Paul and Ryan Rand. Both were interviewed following Kate's death, but neither claimed to have seen Kate after the meeting, and both were understandably eager to distance themselves and Atlas from the tragedy. This isn't the first time that Atlas has been investigated. Atlas and their questionable methods, which many have suggested border on mind control.
Dun dun dun!
Is married to Rebecca, landlady of Edenton's village pub, the George and Dragon. As yet, she hasn't been interviewed, though it's likely Kate visited the pub on more than one occasion. One of Kate's friends was Emma Bowman, who lives at Eden Lodge on the road leading out of Edenton village. Emma was also doing a PhD at the same university, but didn't attend Atlas. Interviewed after Kate's death, Emma seemed shocked and upset, insisting she hadn't seen Kate that night. However, it turned out her boyfriend had. Simon Thompson met Emma at university. After completing his degree around 18 months ago, he went to work at a shop in the neighboring village. He started at the Atlas course a few months ago. Simon insisted that he didn't see Kate after the meeting, but the sergeant interviewing him noted he seemed oddly unmoved by her death, which makes him the first person I want to see tonight. It's time for some answers.
You tell them, Inspector Jenks. Let's see if Keith's background info has anything for us. Oh, damn it. Alright, give me a second. We're gonna have to probably reset it. It was the little thing where when we started the prologue, the little case pop-ups were still there. It doesn't look like it's letting me... If I click, I can't even reset. Yeah, all of these options are dead, so... Let me reboot the game. This is, essentially... a Flash game, basically. A web interface game. Like, you're just opening MPG files based on where you are. The victim. Kate Vine was a PhD student found drowned at midnight last Friday in a lake in the woods on the outskirts of the tiny village of Edenton. The lab report indicated a high level of alcohol in her blood at the time of her death, along with traces of morphine. The alcoholic assisted with her medical records, which reveal a history of depression and alcoholism. However, the origin of the morphine remains a mystery. Atlas. Kate had joined a controversial business course called Atlas, based in a large, stately home just outside the village. Kate had been attending the course on the night of her death. Atlas is run by father and son team, Paul and Ryan Rand. Both were interviewed following Kate's death, but neither claimed to have seen Kate after the meeting, and both were understandably eager to distance themselves and Atlas from the tragedy. This isn't the first time Atlas has been investigated. Rumors have been circulating for years surrounding Atlas and their questionable methods, which many have suggested border on mind control. Okay, well, this is basically all the stuff that Jenks himself has said. Simon claims he didn't seek it after the meeting, but seemed unmoved by her death. Alright. Alright, just close garage here at Brendan House. Call the chief. Is that a busy tone or a waiting to dial tone? I guess this is a busy tone. Also, kids, this red thing, this is a phone box. People who didn't have cell phones would just call from the phone box. People used to have phones in their homes. I know, crazy. Right, nothing on West Street. So you can see, as I drag, it's just reading, I don't know if you can see that, it was just reading a Chrome extension. The technology is very basic. Well, I guess the pub is closed, huh? Okay. It's weird, because it's after 5 p.m. on a Friday. You'd figure the pub would be, ooh, what is here?
Always nice to randomly find a key on the floor.
Okay, so the subtitles will be in the top left of the corner.
Wow, isn't that interesting?
Alright, by the way, let's see what we have in our inventory. We have a drop silver key, a Kate's driving license, with a piece of tape attached, and Kate Vine's death. Right, this is positional. This is facing us, so we need to go left towards Woods Lane. I'm not gonna go to Eden Lodge yet, because that's where Simon is, which is apparently who we want to talk to. Nothing here. Ooh.
Looks like a piece of jewellery there, stuck between the boards. Well and truly wedged in.
I use the key? Probably not. There's no use for a silver key. Yep. Further into the woods.
Have to come back later, I think.
It's Friday, nothing like some jolly vibes. Playing a very fun and dumb adventure game. Ooh. Nice bike.
Very trusting, leaving a bike unlocked. Looks like homebrew equipment. This might come in handy.
We're just gonna steal somebody's screwdriver. Because we're a cop. Let me see if I can use the screwdriver to remove the thing from the jetty. Yes.
Interesting. I thought forensics had checked the whole area. Obviously not very well.
A little bird. Okay. Let's actually go talk to Simon. Knock knock.
Is it Simon? Yeah. Detective Inspector Jenks. I'm investigating an incident in the village. Could I come in and ask you a few questions, please? Yeah. Thank you.
We can just go through here if you want. Emma's working in the front room.
Hi.
This is Inspector James.
Jenks.
What's all this about?
There was a death in the village. Kate Vine, I believe you both knew her.
Yeah. Do you need to speak to both of us?
I'll just speak to Simon first, if that's okay.
Just come through. Is it okay in here?
Oh, this will be fine, yeah.
Do you want anything? Water?
No, I won't be long.
Okay.
Alright, so the main thing about Contradiction, we're just gonna ask about everything.
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
So last Friday's meeting, I think.
Did you see her after the meeting?
No.
How long have you known Kate?
That would be when we started Atlas. 3 months ago?
Did you socialise outside Atlas?
No.
How would you describe her? What sort of person was she?
Well, she's talented. She was full of life, you know? Sharp, quite sharp.
Would you say she had any emotional problems?
Her mood could change. And, well, there was the drinking problem.
When did you become aware of that?
Well, she would come drunk to meetings sometimes. She would reek of the stuff. I mean, everyone knew, but nobody really said anything.
So, tell me a bit about Atlas.
Oh, it's just a business management training program for postgrads.
And you started this after you left college?
Yeah.
And it's on every Friday?
Yeah, well, my group isn't doing it this Friday, but one of the groups is.
Okay, thanks.
I was actually mildly distracted during that because I got a call. So last saw Kate at the meeting at Atlas last Friday. Only known Kate for 3 months. Didn't socialize with Kate outside Atlas. Kate often seemed drunk.
Did you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No. No, I don't think so. I've never seen it before.
Okay. Now we're asking him about that.
Whose is the bike outside?
Oh, that's my cousin's. He lent me it. I need to buy a new lock for it, though.
So it's your bike at the moment?
Yeah. There's no bus service to speak of around here, so it's really the only way to get around.
Alright. Nothing about a screwdriver.
I noticed a lot of bottles outside. Are they yours?
Yeah, I make homebrew.
For yourself?
Well, no, I give it out to my friends and stuff. I tried selling it at first, but I didn't have any takers, except for James over at Farmhouse. I used to trade it to him for herbs and stuff.
Do you see James a lot?
No, not really.
Alright. Broken pendant.
Recognise this at all?
It does remind me of something. I don't know. I've seen it somewhere, but no, I don't know.
Alright. And so the idea is that in all these interviews, right, we get these little tidbits of information. We can get them to contradict themselves. So eventually there's gonna be a contradiction that we're gonna have to spot. All right.
Thank
Good
you.
talk to Emma.
Probably be back later. Don't worry, it's only a few questions.
Yeah.
Take it from the top.
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
It was last Thursday in the college library. I saw her and we chatted for a bit. She seemed her usual self.
What was her usual self?
Oh, just Kate being Kate. You know, a bit wild.
Wild? What way wild?
Oh, she just used to question everything, you know. Have arguments with the lecturers, things like that.
What else?
Kate had a drink problem.
How noticeable was that?
Well, it wasn't at first, but as the year went on, she'd be drunk in the afternoon. But I think she cut down, you know, towards the end of college and when she started her PhD.
Right, didn't see Kate very often. Kate had a drink problem at college. Was argumentative, usual self. Last saw her on Thursday.
Did you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
I don't know, but I don't think so.
Okay. Whose is the bike outside?
Oh, it's Simon's cousin's. He uses it to get to work.
You know the lock's broke.
Oh, I know, I keep telling him to fix it.
Okay.
What's the stack of bottles outside?
Oh, that's all Simon's stuff. You better ask him. I don't know.
Have you ever tried Simon's homebrew?
Me? No. I don't like beer. I only drink wine. I can't stand spirits either.
Alright, only drinks wine and hates spirits.
Ever seen this?
See, it seemed like those,
Looks
and
like,
wait until we meet Ryan and Paul, the Atlas
it's
people.
my old necklace. I gave this to Kate.
So Kate
Gonna
might have
be-
been wearing it last Friday.
It's gonna be pretty epic.
Yeah, well, perhaps, but I can't see why. She was always buying new things, you know, lots of jewellery, stuff like that. It's meant to be a bird in cage, but the cage's fallen off. I'll show you.
Where did you buy it?
I didn't. Some wanted present.
Secret admirer.
Not so secret.
I see.
That's how it should have looked. It's called a freedom necklace.
Do you mind if I keep this?
No, not at all.
So the necklace did belong to Kate. Interesting. I'm starting to wish I'd brought a spare evidence bag.
Alright. I believe that's it.
That's all for the moment.
We
Thank
talk
you.
to Simon again.
You know what this is?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Emma had one like it. Actually, you know what? Kate had one. I remember because I asked her about it one night when we were all out drinking at college. I was probably pretty drunk.
That's what college is all about.
Sure, I would say it's about learning, but... Oh! You said it didn't socialize with her outside of Atlas, but... he knew she wore the necklace at college. No? It's something like that. It's gotta be something like that. Bam. Damn. We got ourselves a contradiction.
So how did you know Kate was wearing a freedom necklace 18 months ago? At college?
Well, I knew Kate at college, but I didn't get to know her till we started Atlas.
Right. So you didn't socialize with her at college?
No.
And you didn't socialize with her outside of Atlas?
No.
You didn't see her outside Atlas at all?
No. Not at all.
So Simon did know Kate at college, but Maybe he knows Kate better than he's willing to admit. 6 o'clock. I wonder if Rebecca's working in the pub tonight.
All right. And so every time you spot a contradiction, I think it's usually every time you spot a contradiction, time advances by like an hour. And you have until midnight to close this case.
Broken window. Recently smashed by the look of it. Might have to ask about that.
Huh. Look at that band-aid. Broken pub window. Okay. Ooh. We have a lock. I wonder if... Jackpot.
I wonder whose mask this is. Rebecca's or Ryan's? Just looks like junk, but it's too dark to tell.
We're gonna need a flashlight of some sort to explore it further. Alright. Go back out. Before we check the actual pub, let's take a bit of a walk. Because sometimes there's events that happen at the start of the hour or after you see some things. So if you don't explore and you miss out on them, you're kind of locked out of stuff happening. Alright. Nope. Alright. Let's go ahead and just... By the way, this little English village seems charming as all fuck. I wish I could be living here. Ooh, see? See, that's why we explore.
Who is it? I'm a police officer. Detective Inspector Jenks.
Ooh.
It's alright, you can carry on if you want to. Let's just go in. I'm investigating a death in the village, Kate Vine.
Didn't have a boom mic here,
There
huh?
was a death recently in the...
I knew her.
Well, could I ask you a few questions, please?
A bit dark.
Well, if you give me your name and address, I'll come later on. Where do you live?
The farmhouse.
And what's your name?
What a weirdo. As David Hayter would say. Actually, let's go back, take a moment. Take in the sights. Meditate for a second. It's crazy how even just like 30 seconds of slowing down and meditating can make a big difference. Okay, let's go to the... No. Woods Lane is where I want to go. Yep. Road, village center. Can I go talk to the farm guy yet?
According to the map, Abbey Farm is across the road there. Picture frames with black painted glass. Very interesting.
I don't know if he's gonna be available yet, but yeah, okay.
Could I ask you a few more questions, please? Didn't take you long. Haven't got much time. Just close the doors, shall I?
Where do you want to sit? Oh, anywhere's fine. I didn't quite catch your name.
James, sit there.
Thank you, James.
Why are you asking me about Kate Vine?
Routine. You know Simon, don't you? Thompson.
Why? What did he say?
That you all went to college together, you and Kate. Is that right?
Might have done.
Right.
What does that mean? Alright, from the top.
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
Can't remember.
How did you know her?
Through Simon. His girlfriend was mates with her. Saw her around college a few times.
Did you socialise with her much?
Nah. She wasn't my type.
Alright.
Did you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No idea.
Right.
What do you know about Simon's bike?
What bike?
You haven't seen him on a bike.
I haven't seen him.
When was the last time you saw him?
About a month ago.
Why are you not looking at me? Why are you looking at the fire? Are you high as fuck? Oh, doesn't know about dependent. Okay. Talk about the homebrew.
Have you ever tried Simon's homebrew?
Thompson's tar? Yeah, I've tried it.
Did he sell it?
Well, not to me, not for money anyway. We used to trade stuff.
What did you trade?
I make a nice herbal tea as it happens. Him and his girlfriend were into it.
What was his beer like?
Lethal.
Strong?
Knock your eyes out.
Okay.
Ever seen one of these before? Freedom necklace.
Don't think so.
Okay.
Know anything about a broken window at the pub?
Don't go to the pub.
You've never been to the pub.
Didn't say that. I've been to the pub, but not for about 2 months, 3 months.
Ever seen?
This before.
Should I have?
No, it's okay.
Let's rewatch it.
Ever seen this before?
No, should I have?
No, it's okay.
Nah, it's okay. Just going on a limb.
Now, what's all this stuff in the workshop? Paint and stencils and things like that?
Just a little sideline of mine.
Oh, you do picture framing.
They're black mirrors. Scrying mirrors.
Now, what's a scrying mirror?
Show you one if you want. Scrying goes back centuries. The ancient Persians did it. This country pagans still practice it. The fortune tellers pretend to do it. That's what the crystal ball's all about. It's all scrying. Mirror's just one way of doing it.
But what is scrying?
Depends who you are. People do it for different reasons.
What sort of reasons?
Exploring your mind, clearing your mind, communicating with the dead.
Is that what you use them for, James? Communicating with the dead?
I only make them for other people these days.
And there's a market for these, is there?
Lots of people want to talk to the dead, even if they don't believe in it.
Yeah, you're high as fuck.
I don't do it for the money.
How very charitable of you. Can I keep this?
Keep it.
Thank you. Black mirrors and hookah pipes. I wonder what else James is into.
Alright. I don't spot any immediate contradiction I remember we saw it and socialized with Kate. Doesn't know about the license. Last saw Simon about a month ago. Created his herbal tea for Simon's homebrew. Simon's homebrew is very strong. Know about the broken window. Hasn't been to the pub for over 2 months. Doesn't know the mask. Crying. Sells the mirror, but not at a profit. Okay.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Can you actually? Oh, you can. Let's go to the pub. Restaurant. There's sound, but it looks pretty empty.
Sorry, what can I get you?
Detective Inspector Jenks. Rebecca, is it?
Yeah.
There's been an incident in the village. I'm conducting an investigation. Could I ask you a few questions, please?
Right.
That's a big ling.
Come through.
Thank you.
What's it about?
There's been an unexplained death locally. Not sure if you've heard.
The student?
Yes.
Yes, it was dreadful news.
You're married to Ryan, one of the Atlas leaders, yes?
I suppose I am, yes.
Well, I just wanted to ask a few questions about Kate and Atlas, if that's okay.
I don't know if I'll be able to answer any of them, but sure.
Alright. This is the downside of whenever we meet somebody, it's like
Did you know Kate?
a marathon of
Not
asking
very
them
well.
all
She
about what we
came
know.
A few times, but she was quite a moody person. You could tell she had problems.
When was the last time you saw her?
Friday. She popped in for a minute.
And when was that?
7-ish.
Was she on her own?
I didn't see who she was with. She put £20 on the bar and then left.
What was that for?
A breakage, presumably.
£20? Just for a beer glass?
Well, she was very drunk. She just put it on the bar and then walked out.
Was there a broken glass?
Not that I noticed. But she was a strange girl.
Have you seen this before?
No, sorry.
So you didn't know if Kate had lost it?
No idea.
Okay. Not very helpful, but okay. Know anything? Doesn't know anything.
Know anything about Simon Thompson's homebrew?
Does he make homebrew?
Apparently.
No, we do buy from a microbrewery, but we don't usually buy from kitchen breweries.
Do you recognise this?
I've seen students wearing them. Has some sort of meaning, doesn't it? I forget what it is now.
Seen anyone wearing one recently?
Not that I can remember.
How did the window get broken out round the back?
I don't actually know. Someone said 2 girls were arguing outside. I found out after they'd gone.
And when was this?
Last Friday, just after we opened, about 6:30. I taped over it until I can get it fixed. We don't want people getting cut and suing us.
Does that sort of thing happen a lot? Arguments?
No, not really. I'm quite strict when it comes to barring clients I don't think are suitable.
Alright.
Do you know what this is?
Oh, you'll have to ask Ryan about that.
So this is Ryan's.
It's to do with one of Ryan's methods on the course.
Go on.
Well, masks allow you to play at being someone different for a while. Students find it quite liberating.
So this would be for a student?
I think that one's Ryan's, but students do wear them, yes.
Have you seen one of these before?
Is it meant to be black like that?
I think so.
No.
Alright. Now, Kate gave 20 to Rebecca for a breakage. And says doesn't know who broke the window. Come on. Come on.
So,
Do you think I'm
said
stupid?
Kate gave you £20 for a breakage, but you didn't have a breakage.
That's right.
Do you think the payment could have been for the broken window? Could it have been Kate who was arguing?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Could have been, yeah.
Well, you're smart.
You're probably right, yeah.
But you don't know who she was arguing with.
No, I'm not sure.
I'll ask around.
Not realising Kate had broken the window. Rebecca really should have worked that out before now. Unless she did. But why would she lie about that?
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
Right, let's go back to Simon and Emma.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
So let's start with the broken pub window.
Know anything about a broken window at the pub round the back?
Pub. A broken window at the back. Yeah, I saw it was broken.
When was that?
I was in the pub on Monday with a college friend.
Ever seen this before?
Nope, I haven't, sorry. I think I'd have remembered it.
Have you seen one of these before?
Is that from James?
Now, what do you know about James?
That he's creepy. He was selling them last Friday at the market. There's a market every week type thing. And, I usually go there for lunch.
So you wouldn't buy one of these?
No, I wouldn't. But Kate would.
Was she, into this sort of thing?
No, I don't think so. She bought one, and, I went round to her flat to try it out. You're meant to see ghosts or spirits or something. It doesn't work.
How do you use it?
You're just meant to stare into it. Shall I show you?
Go ahead.
Okay, so you just stare like this, and then you see
Your future.
See what?
Sorry, look, you're meant to see a ghost or something. Look, it doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't work, so.
Didn't look like it didn't work. Okay. Ooh, James was selling them last Friday. That's interesting.
Did you hear about an argument in the pub last Friday?
No, I wasn't there.
You weren't in the village?
No, I went home last Thursday night, actually, to see my parents.
But you do visit the pub.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I know Rebecca quite well. We all went there quite a bit after college.
All right. Oh, she left her on the college library on Thursday, and yet it appears. Now, I guess you could have seen her in the Thursday morning. The pub Monday night with a friend. Wait. Let's replay the answer.
Did you hear about an argument in the pub last Friday?
No, I wasn't there.
You weren't in the village?
No, I went home last Thursday night, actually, to see my parents.
But you do visit the pub.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I know Rebecca quite well. We all went there quite a bit after college.
Okay, she went to pub quite there after college. She clearly caught herself there, so there's something here. This is a bit of a contradiction, no? The fact maybe that she doesn't like beer. No, okay. I admit it. I'm fishing. Oh, how did she see James last Friday if she went to see her parents Thursday night? This doesn't make sense. Busted!
So, you went home to see your parents on Thursday night, that right?
Yes.
But you said you saw James at the market on Friday.
No, I went to see my parents on Friday night.
What time did you go on Friday?
8 or 9.
And you didn't see Kate at all on Friday?
No.
You're not a very good liar, Emma.
Okay. I saw Kate.
Where?
At the pub. We were arguing.
Go on. What were you arguing about?
I'd lent her £50 because she was desperate, and we were just arguing. It didn't really bother me. She just didn't have it.
And Kate broke the window?
Yes. She did things like that when she was angry.
Smash things?
Yes.
So it was Emma arguing with Kate. But why didn't she want to admit it? In case it gave her a motive? Or something else?
Notice that we fixed, her fake statement has been replaced with currently correct statement. It bought lots of new jewelry, and yet was broke.
So you lent money to Kate because she was desperate, but she bought loads of jewelry and things. So why were you lending her money?
Well, no, it's because,
It wasn't about money, was it, Emma?
No.
Go on. What was it really about?
We were arguing because she was going to blackmail Ryan, the guy from Atlas, over an affair he was having, and then tell his wife if he didn't give her the money.
Ryan's affair with Kate?
No, I don't know. I think he was having an affair with another student and Kate found out.
And why were you involved?
Because I didn't really agree with it. I didn't agree with what she was doing, even if he did have an affair.
Were you friends with Ryan?
No, I'd never met him.
You just thought Kate was wrong?
Yeah.
Not sure about this. Emma's either on a moral crusade, or there's another reason she was worried about Kate blackmailing Ryan.
Alright. Never met Ryan, tried to risk Kate not to blackmail Ryan. Alright. Let's
Thank you.
go and
Probably be back later.
get with Simon for a little bit. Because we have a bunch of things to ask him about.
Do you know anything about a broken window at the pub?
No, I don't really go to the pub very often. I'm not exactly a pub person.
He hardly ever visits the pub. That's weird, isn't it? Isn't that weird? Didn't he say something about going to the pub? Didn't she, James, often? Guess not. Alright.
Have a look at this. Know anything about that?
I haven't seen this one, but it looks a lot like an Atlas mask. We use them for some of the workshops and stuff.
Really? How?
Well, you have to say something boastful or arrogant. You do it first without the mask, and then you say it with a mask.
And the point is?
Well, it's easier when you have the mask on, isn't it? People are not as afraid to be free about themselves, you know?
How did you find out about Atlas?
Well, it was advertised. Actually,
think I've still got the. This is the advert that was at my college. To be honest, I've learned more in 3 months at Atlas than I did in 3 years at business school.
Can I keep that?
Yeah, go for it.
I suppose that might be useful as a conversational starter.
All right. What about the scrying mirror?
Ever seen one of these?
Yeah, that's one of James's. He's into like New Age stuff, mysticism, magic spells, that sort of thing. He's nuts, though. I mean, he thinks the government are tracking him or something.
Why would he think that?
Well, I don't know. You'd have to
Yes, why would you think that? Sound like the government is tracking all of us.
Know anything about an argument at the pub last Friday?
No, I didn't go to the pub last Friday.
What did you do after the course?
Just went home. Came here. Just came straight back.
This doesn't feel truthful. Went straight home after Atlas last Friday. After Atlas. Whistling to James. Next is college. Bob. Okay, no, I don't have anything yet. Let's show the poster to Emma, because we're gonna eventually have to, but...
What do you know about Atlas?
I know that it's a business course. I went with Simon when he first went, but it wasn't really my thing.
How often did you go?
Just the once.
And you decided it wasn't for you?
Yeah, I'd been to something similar, so decided it wasn't for me.
Wait a minute. You have never met Ryan, but you went to Atlas? Come on.
Aha.
Come on.
You said you went to an Atlas
Emma,
meeting with
what are you
Simon.
doing, girl?
Yes.
That's interesting, because I happen to know that Ryan...
Are you
is
even
the main
trying
lecturer at Atlas.
to make up a believable story?
I never met him. Why did you say you don't know him?
Okay, I need to tell you something. I just need to make sure Simon doesn't find out.
I won't be telling Simon anything he doesn't have to hear.
And you can't tell Rebecca either.
Go on.
Okay, so the affair that happened was between Ryan and I. I was having the affair, and Kate knew.
So Kate was blackmailing both of you?
No, she didn't care about me. It was part of the course, you see, having to take all these risks. She thought it was funny to turn her back on Ryan. She thought I wouldn't care.
But you did.
Yes, I was already with Simon when Ryan and I, and I didn't want Simon finding out, and Kate thought that he wouldn't, but I didn't want her risking it. And then if Rebecca found out, then Simon would definitely have found out, and then it would have blown up, and it would have just been a big mess.
And so you just argued and... what?
Well, she just stormed off and broke a window.
And that was it? You didn't see her again that night?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. I promise.
7 p.m.
7 o'clock. So, Ryan's a bit of Lothario, is he? I think it's time I met this Ryan Rand face to face.
Alright, before we do that... let's tell the people around here about the new things we discovered.
A few more questions, if you don't mind. What do you know about this?
It's an advertisement. They had it designed by an agency, I think.
And when was that?
Last year sometime.
Alright. Talked about
That's all for the moment.
everything
Thank you.
else to her so far. Let's go back and talk to James. Brennan House, still nothing. I called the chief. Alright. Nothing at the end of the street, so let's go up to the farm. Pretty sure there's something else for us to find in the greenhouse at the moment. Mm-hmm.
Couple more questions, if that's okay. Know anything about an argument at the pub last Friday?
No.
I love how he was just not even paying attention to you.
Ever seen one of these?
Seen them around college.
What do you know about it?
Not much. It's a business course. Ask Simon, he's on it.
You wouldn't be interested in that sort of thing. And you haven't discussed it with Simon?
Not really. Business doesn't interest me.
Alright, I've seen the buses are collegeness, Simon is there. Makes sense. Alright.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Let us head to Atlas. And by that, I mean... let's quickly have a chat with Simon.
There you go. Come on. Cute. Smells nice. What is that?
Chili pork.
I had no idea you were a cook.
Oh no, I used to be more into it. Now I don't do it so much. Used to grow my own herbs and everything.
Not here.
No, at the farmhouse where I used to live.
Oh, where was that?
That's where James lives. Yeah, we used to share a house together. The farmer used to let us use a corner of his greenhouse to grow stuff.
I didn't know you knew James that well.
Well, didn't really get on.
Where are the greenhouses?
But it's just through the farmyard at the back.
Interesting.
Alright. Wait, do we talk about him? About everything? I guess we
Thank you.
did.
Probably be back later.
Yeah, okay, I guess we are fully stacked here.
That's it for the time being. Thank you. Best to knock on the window for Emma. Simon always answers the front door.
Alright, let's go into the woods. Oh, more weirdos.
What are you? Private eye?
Notice
No, I'm
how
not.
he was drinking
Who are you looking for?
from a
I'm investigating a death.
bottle with the cap on.
Perhaps
Like,
student then.
that bottle has a cap
Did one
on.
last year too. Same place.
They?
What?
Drowned a student. Ask that psycho about it. He runs that business cult thing up at the big house. Bunch of nut jobs.
Hey, what was the student's name?
Liam something. Or Sod.
Or Sud.
Atlas's reputation precedes them. I think I might call the station. Find out a bit more about this Liam.
I was actually about gonna do that and call the chief, but I guess he's gonna do it for me.
Mike, it's Jenks. Jenks, I thought you'd clocked off tonight. Yeah, the chief's put me on a case tonight, the Edenton girl. Friday night, you poor sod. I thought that was sorted out anyway. I wish it was. Listen, are you near a computer? I can be, yeah, go on. Do you know anything about a death last year? Someone called Liam in Edenton Village? Don't remember it. Hang on, let's have a look. Edenton Village. Yeah, Liam Rogers. That's suicide last year. Suicide? Hang on, 2 suicides in 2 years, both on Edenton. Blimey, you've got your work cut out, Jenksy. Yeah, don't I know it? Right, well, good luck with that. See you Monday. Thanks, Mike.
Alright. Liam's death. You know what, we're here. Let's go back and talk to everybody about the new bit of information we just got.
A few more questions, please. Thank you. Did you know Liam?
Liam who?
Liam who died.
You mean?
Liam who died.
He was in my year, on a different course.
What course was Liam on?
Can't remember, not mine.
What was yours?
Plant science. First time I knew about Liam was when he killed himself.
Right, so you didn't meet him?
Liam's degrees in plant science. Never met Liam. Alright.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Save ourselves a couple clicks.
Ask you a couple more things, please. What do you know about Liam?
You mean Liam who took his life? He used to play in a band, Black Rock or something? No, Black Stone. Very gothic. I used to let them play in here sometimes at the weekends. They were quite good.
Did you know there was anything wrong? I mean, why he might have...
No, I didn't know him very well.
There's a band called Blackstone. He said Blackstone playing the pub. Alright. Alright.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Let's get to MR first.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind. What do you know about a student called Liam? Committed suicide last year.
Only that I didn't know really well.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
How about you, Simon?
What do you know about Liam?
Liam?
Local lad. Took his life.
Oh, that Liam. Yeah.
That Liam, of course.
But you didn't know him?
No, I know he went to college, but didn't really know him. It's sad, though.
Alright.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
Continuing to the woods. Apparently nothing left for us to do here now that we've talked to the guy. Take a moment, meditate. Alright. More weirdos, I guess.
Do you mind not defacing public property, please?
What's it to you?
Well, I'm a policeman.
And that's supposed to make what difference exactly?
It means
I can arrest you.
do exactly what I tell you to do.
Or what? Or you arrest me?
No,
Yeah.
I'll give you a fine this time.
So, if I do something that you don't like, I have to give you some money? What happens if you do something that I don't like? You're going to give me some money?
I do not have time to discuss it at the moment. Could you just go?
Pathetic.
Yeah. We got it, ladies and gentlemen.
Prize brat. But why would he carve that into a tree?
All right.
He's a die-hard rock fan, or there's more to that symbol than meets the eye.
All right. Okay. Back to doing our round, starting with Abbey Farm. Ring the doorbell.
Ask about a few more things, please. If I did that, would it mean anything?
Yeah, it's a Satanism symbol. Satanists use it.
Have you ever seen anyone using it?
Lots of people. Politicians, presidents, CEOs.
Have you ever seen anyone local using it?
Not that I remember.
It's just Jeg's delivery of, if I did this.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
The 3-finger symbol. Let's just walk to the pub.
Couple more questions, if that's okay. If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
Why, is it meant to mean something?
No, it's okay. Thank you. Probably be back later.
Anything in the restaurant? I don't think we actually checked this place out.
A few more questions, please. If I did, this, would that mean anything to you?
It's just a delivery.
Someone in the woods carving it into a tree.
That was Kyle. It's a guy from the course. He's an idiot.
And where does he live?
I can't remember. Somewhere outside the village? The 3 fingers thing is something the students started doing. It's something from the course. The 3 freedoms.
The what?
The 3 freedoms? It's from the course. It's a phrase. Free to be free. Free yourself from the things that are holding you back, right? Things that stop you being successful.
What are they?
There's fear of failure, guilt, and a doubting, a self-doubt.
You believe that?
Yeah. Guilt ruins lives. It stops you looking forward. It serves no practical purpose. It's basically destructive.
Right.
That's the point.
Free to be free. Not the most original slogan, but I wonder how far this freedom goes. Do you know the phrase, free to be free?
Yeah. It's an Atlas thing. I first heard it when I went with Simon.
What did they say about it?
They said that you shouldn't feel guilty if you do something wrong. I don't agree with that.
No?
No. No, I think you should feel guilty if you do something wrong.
What did Simon think?
I don't know, but I don't think he agreed with that either.
All right.
If I did this, would it mean anything to you?
No. Why?
It's okay, thanks.
There was a violence in which he said,
If I did this,
look at him.
would it mean anything to
Look
you?
at him.
No.
I love this.
That's all for the moment, thank you.
And we got a new item, so we're gonna have to go once again to the pub. There's this slight downside of this game. There is a lot of transitions between
Ask you a couple more things,
one
please.
spot and the next.
Ever heard the phrase?
And most
free
of them
to
don't
be
actually
free?
give you anything.
This thing, yes.
But, you know, the one time they do, you're like, eh.
Guilt.
What do you think about that?
You mean, do I think it's a bad thing?
Do you? I mean, surely if you have done something wrong.
Oh, but that's the point, Inspector. Most people spend their time feeling guilty over nothing, and that's not a good thing.
Okay.
Be back later on if that's okay.
To talk to James.
A few more questions, if you don't mind. Ever hear the phrase free to be free? Heard anyone use that?
Nah. What is it, a song?
No, I don't think so. Doesn't matter.
Alright.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Actually, let me go back.
Ryan was interviewed in the lounge, according to the report. That must be his office.
Just wanted to make sure I didn't miss a.
We're just starting a session, do you mind?
I'm terribly sorry. I'll leave you in peace.
Alright, let's do the lounge door then.
Ryan!
Yes?
Detective Inspector Jenks. I'm conducting an investigation in the area. Wouldn't mind asking you a few questions. Is that all right?
Come in, Inspector.
Thank you.
Get ready for.
Drink, Inspector.
I'd better not, eh?
Get ready for the biggest showdown of overacting
Speak to me.
you've ever
I
seen.
believe that Kate Vine was a student at Atlas.
Kate Vine? Well, yes, she was. All of this has been thoroughly investigated, Inspector. It was suicide.
Well, we have reason to believe there may be rather more to it than that.
Really? Well, then, in that case, I'd be prepared to assist in any way possible.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Alright, we got a lot of stuff to talk to this guy about.
I believe the last time you saw Kate Vine was at the pub last Friday. Then you came straight back with some of the students. Is that right?
Yes, I like to have a glass of port or two after a long day, and benefits of being married to the landlady.
Who had she seen that night?
The landlady?
Kate.
Oh, Kate. Well, she was her usual self, drunk.
That was usual.
It was for her, yes. I mean, it didn't impair her ability, though. She was a very bright star, lots of potential, very enthusiastic.
So she
God.
seemed to be enjoying the course.
Well, as far as anybody could tell, yes.
When did you first meet her?
When she joined about 3 months ago.
And you hadn't met her before then?
No.
So you didn't suspect there was anything wrong?
Well, do you mean, did I expect her to drown herself? Of course I didn't inspect her. It was quite a shock. Nobody expected that.
Last Friday, kid was drunk. First met kid 3 months ago. Okay.
Have you seen this before?
Not that I recall.
You don't know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No, I've never seen it before, sorry.
No.
Does Simon Thompson ride a bike, do you know?
I think so, yes. I think he drives as well, but I might be mistaken.
What does rewatch that masterpiece of acting.
Does Simon Thompson ride a bike, do you know?
I think so, yes. I think he drives as well, but I might be mistaken.
Oh boy, that overacting is why this game is so campy but so funny.
Have you tried Simon's homebrew?
Does he make homebrew? No, I haven't had the pleasure, sorry.
Know what this is?
Yes, it's a freedom necklace.
It's written on the card.
It's a symbol that we use on the course. It's supposed to represent freedom from the chains of your ancestry.
Have you ever bought one of these?
I haven't, but I've seen the students wearing them.
Okay.
What do you know about the broken window at the back of the pub?
Oh, Rebecca told me about it. I don't know how it got smashed, though. I told her to tape over it. We can't have anybody cutting themselves. You have to be very health and safety conscious these days.
Okay.
Can you tell me about
This.
Haven't seen that for a while. I had a friend who used to make them for us for the course. He passed away last year.
What does the symbol mean?
It's borrowed from paganism. It's the symbol of the triple goddess, the mother, maiden, and crone, represented by the waxing and waning of the moon. It's an ancient symbol. It predates Christianity. Some people say that it dates back to Paleolithic times.
And is that relevant to the course?
Well, no. I mean, it's a symbol we dabbled with, but it's not particularly relevant. We don't use it on the course, no.
All right. Okay. Yep.
Have you seen one of these before?
I believe that looks like a scrying mirror to me.
You have seen one before?
Well, I used to have one myself, actually, along with lots of other bits and pieces of that nature. Silly things, you know.
Really?
Yes, when I was in my teenage years, I had quite an obsession with that kind of thing. I was a very somber child, and well, not that you could tell, always playing fantasy games, reading books about that kind of...
Malarkey.
What sort of books did you read?
Well, books on black magic, not the chocolates. Witchcraft, satanic rituals, that kind of thing. I grew out of it, of course.
But you're not into that sort of thing now.
Of course I'm not. I mean, I don't need to believe in the supernatural, Inspector. The natural world is far more interesting. Don't you think so?
All right.
Do you know anything about an argument in the pub last Friday?
What time?
I believe it wasn't long after the pub opened.
No. I usually leave for the Manor House about 6. I start preparations around 6:30. I like to get a head start.
All right. Leaves for Atlas. Start preparation at 6:30. And how about the argument at the pub? Okay.
Tell me about this.
It's the first one we ever had made. We had it designed by an agency after we'd spent weeks trying to find a name for this place.
It took you weeks?
Don't be like that, Inspector. I thought it was a rather grand name. Actually, if I'm being honest, I plucked it out of thin air one night in the George while I was having a few gin and tonics. Well, actually, somebody left a book and I stole it.
What can you tell me about Liam?
Oh, Liam. You mean the boy who committed... Very unfortunate, isn't it?
Did you know him?
Oh, yes. Well, I say know him. I met him in the pub. Seemed very happy sort of person. Well, I say he seemed happy. He can't have been, can he?
If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
It's a devil's sign, isn't it? Is that what you're getting at, Inspector?
This is not something you use on the course.
Of course it's not something we use on the course, Inspector. I don't even know what that could possibly mean, exactly.
Can you tell me a bit about the phrase, free to be free?
Free to be free, my favourite motto. Well, We teach our students that people, well, they suffer from excessive guilt, don't they? Excessive self-criticism, excessive doubt. Evils of excess, we call them. And we tell our students that if they rid themselves of these evils, then they're free to realize their full potential.
Who came up with all this?
I have a background in psychology.
Honestly?
Don't look so surprised, Inspector. There's an intellect lurking in here.
When did you come up with the phrase?
When we were based at the village hall. When I say we, I came up with the phrase. Dad's more the money man.
And very successful at it too, I hear.
Oh, he's successful, but he's not a creative man. Dad suffers from a lack of imagination.
Getting rid of self-doubt first invented while based at the village hall. Ryan has a background in psychology. And notice, doesn't know why the symbol could be used, despite being into black magic. No? No? Come on. I feel like there's something here. Well, I saw Kate at a meeting last Friday. She was drunk. First met her 3 months ago. Didn't suspect she had emotional problems. Don't know if she lost her license. Someone rides a bike and maybe also drives. Birding cage. Has never bought it. Told Rebecca to tape it over. Have to pick randomly. I feel like there is something. I can't put my finger on it.
That's it for the time being, thank you.
Let's run through all of them again. Also, let me call the chief. I'm gonna let me call him.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
I remember the last time I saw Kate. No, Kate has lost the license. I saw Simon about a month ago. Simon's homebrew is very strong. Don't know anything about the broken window. Hasn't been to the pub in 2 months. Sells the mirrors, but doesn't make a profit.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Don't see any contradictions. I feel like there's gotta be something in Ryan's. There's nothing in the greenhouse, is there?
Simon mentioned another greenhouse on the farm. Must be up the hill over
Oh.
there. I wonder if James knows this is here. Don't know what it is, but be interesting to see what he says about it.
It's rosemary. Good rosemary. Alright, so maybe we don't have what we need to find the contradiction from Ryan just yet.
A couple more questions, if that's okay. Could you tell me what these are, please? I found them in the greenhouse.
Been snooping around on the farm, have we?
It's called investigating, James.
Yeah. It's just mint. Mint leaves. For cooking.
Yeah, I heard you were a bit of a budding chef.
Dabble a bit. Won a few competitions.
Very impressive. So you normally just leave packets of mint lying around?
Must have dropped it.
That's all for the moment. Thank you. A few more questions, please. Thank you.
Dried leaves.
Do you know what these are?
Magic mint. Where did you find this?
Magic mint.
Salvia divinorum. I used to grow it years ago. It makes you trip.
Mm.
It's a hallucinogenic and legal. Quite a dangerous combination, really.
Do you use it?
Me? No. No, I don't even take medicines. I like to stay pure.
I didn't expect Rebecca to know about growing drugs. I know she claims not to use them herself, but I'm not so sure. Be
Alright.
back later on, if that's okay.
Oh. We have somebody who straight up lied to us, huh? What do you have to say for yourself, James?
Ask you a couple more things, please. Ever heard of Salvia divinorum, James?
What's that? Skin cream?
It's not a skin cream, no. It's a plant.
Really? Don't know much about plants.
I'm sorry.
Salvia.
No.
You literally just said your major in college was plants. Come on. Doesn't know much about plants, but his degree's in plant science. Come on. Come on.
So, your degree is in plant science, but you don't seem to know anything about plants.
Well, still got a lot to learn.
So you're still saying you've never heard of salvia?
Didn't say that.
So you have.
Maybe.
And you do grow it?
Yeah, it's legal. Why not?
What do you do with it?
I use it for explorative purposes. Meditation.
And does this involve anybody else?
Why?
Do you sell it or give it to anybody else?
No.
Sure.
Yeah, it's just for me, nobody else.
And that's the only drug you grow, is it?
Feel free to go and look if you want.
It's okay, I'll look later. The only drug he grows? Not sure I believe that, James. Then again, would someone growing illegal drugs bother growing a legal one?
But I'm sorry, didn't you trade your herbal tea for salmon homebrew? Come on.
Ah. When you say herbal tea, do you mean salvia?
Probably.
So you traded salvia tea with Simon for his homebrew.
So?
So why did you say you didn't give salvia to anybody else? Did you give it to anybody else? How many people did you give it to? Did you give it to Kate?
No.
How about Liam?
I didn't have anything to do with him dying, if that's what you mean.
So you did give him salvia?
Yes, I gave him salvia because he asked for it, but that's not what killed him.
Well, he committed suicide, James, because of psychological issues that probably weren't helped by
Issues.
him trying hallucinogenic drugs.
Didn't commit suicide. You don't know anything about him. You don't know what happened.
Okay, so what happened then?
Do you even know about Third Eye?
Go on.
You don't know about Third Eye. If you don't know about Third Eye, you know nothing about Liam's death. I mean, forget salvia.
Fine, tell me then.
Third Eye was a cult. We had our very own psycho cult operating right here from our village hall. And I got rid of them, single-handed. I'm the one who got rid of Third Eye. Did they tell you that at the station?
Okay, start again. They were what?
You don't know anything, do you? Look. They were reeling in students, pretending to be some sort of happy life course, you know. We can make your life better sort of crap. Then they were putting everyone through this brainwashing.
Hey, I know that symbol.
Compliant, and selling them on. It's all there.
What do you mean, selling them on?
Selling them. Like objects, commodities.
To who?
To anyone who could afford them. Top politicians, famous celebrities, wealthy businessmen, you name it.
What for?
You don't get it, do you? Third Eye were making and selling slaves. They were black market slave traders. They were wiping people's personalities using ECT, brainwashing, cocktails of hard drugs, deliberately turning them into perfect slaves. You know how much slaves are worth on the black market these days?
No.
Millions. And I'm talking per slave. That's why anyone who stood up to them and threatened to go public like Liam was just killed off. They didn't give a damn.
So you're saying Liam was murdered by Third Eye?
Exactly what I'm saying. So I started looking into it. They were all saying it was suicide, but there's no way.
So, did you ever actually meet Liam?
Found out about him.
And how did you find out about all this other stuff?
It's obvious, you can tell. I met some of the students. You could see straight away there was something wrong. They were like zombies. You know, I can tell when someone's got ECT damage or when they've been through mind conditioning. It's just obvious.
Mm-hmm.
The US military used all these techniques back in the 50s. It's all documented. You can read about it. They showed all the same signs.
So, did you ever actually go to a meeting?
No, but I knew what went on.
How?
From what people said who'd been through it.
Okay, so do you know anyone I could speak to who did go through it?
Well, no. Look, it doesn't matter. Why did they close down if it wasn't true? They just closed down and disappeared overnight after I put all the flyers up. Bit of a coincidence.
But that was just after Liam died.
Yeah,
And do you think that had anything to do with it?
maybe, but it was the flyers that forced them to close.
Okay. Do you mind if I keep this?
Yeah, you investigate it. It'll all come out. Third Eye definitely killed Liam.
Well, that was a lot to take in. Does James really believe all this stuff?
All right.
It's the first I've heard about Third Eye. Question is, what's their connection with Atlas, if there is one? Okay, that's it for now.
All right.
Thank you.
That is actually going to be it for us for today. We are out of time, but let me save our game. Oh, that was a great crunch. That was a great way to finish this off. As you can see, we're still on the early side. We're only about a quarter of the way through. So you know, we might do a couple more bonus streams of this game in the coming week or so. In the meantime, you can find me at twitch.tv/gameswithnick and youtube.com/gameswithnick. I stream on Sunday, Mondays, and Wednesday, Thursdays. Usually it's action game the first 2 days. Point-and-click adventure on Wednesday, and Thursday afternoon is a makeup stream or sort of a bonus stream, depending on how I feel. So feel free to follow, click the bell, notify when I get live in case I do some bonus streams like the one today. All my VODs on youtube.com/gameswithnick. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you like. Let me know what can be improved. I always enjoy engaging with my audience. So yeah, that's gonna do it for us today. And until next time.